Hello. This is Atmas. I do apologize. I think we are finally live. We've been having some technical difficulties getting the stream going this morning, but I think we're good now. We are right in the middle of the first match, SuperbLizard versus seshoumara. To catch you up on things, it is a green versus green matchup, and Lizard is being a lot more aggressive than seshoumara is. This is the Khalim Seasonal Cup for 2019. I'm sorry you didn't get to see the introduction and the beginnings of the first match here, but we'll start catching up shortly. We are running on a 10-minute delay, so players can't see each other's hands. So I'll know in 10 minutes whether everything is working correctly. Please tell me in chat if it is, especially audio. Make sure it sounds good and balanced and all that stuff. But okay, I think we're finally good. Yeah, this is, I'll show you the brackets soon. We're actually technically we're in round 2, because most players had a bye. There were a couple who did not. But both of these players did have a bye. SuperbLizard is one of the highest ranking players, one of the highest seeds for today. I think it might be second or third. He had quite a lot of World Circuit points. And bear with me here as I just do some typing. Okay, so catching up on what's going on here. Basically, the way this game played out is that seshoumara got out 2 Beastmasters early, started harvesting from the left and right, and Lizard got his fairy out, buffed it up, got the event trigger, did a nice trick with the Grove Collar. I wish you could have seen it, where he cleared out the Beastmaster with a Grove Collar plus buff. Seshoumara, though, big beefy creatures with his Beastmasters, the Styrian Golem's out. This boar is 11-12. Oh, there's something that happened that I didn't get to see. At one point, there was a God Hunter that SuperbLizard got from Runan's Presence, where you get the +4/+4, and you got a God Hunter. I didn't see what happened to it because I was busy with the stream. What happened to that God Hunter, Lizard? The world may never know. So 11-9 here for the warrior, allows him to clear out the Styrian Golem. Still has an 11-12 board to deal with, so even that warrior is not enough to clear that. Laya, Lady of Sorrows, she can do that, but it would be unfortunate if he lost the 11-3 and Laya to this Ancient Boar. I'm noticing a lot of differences in the way highlighting works with this in observing games now. Of course, you can see my highlighted square now. That'll help you if you're, say, using a controller to play Faria. Hint, hint. Yeah, seshoumara is going to get the most out of his boar here that he can. Probably going to involve clearing the Sagami. Although, no, yeah, he's probably going to clear the Sagami. I'm not sure what else you would do. Yeah, Oakland coming out, but that's a slow card. Right now he needs to, assuming this boar is going to die, he's going to have something to follow that up with. Feral Kodama. It's pretty nice, I guess, in this board state. The problem is Laya. How are you going to deal with the Laya in a good way? And there's really no good answer. He has to put the Kodama out because the Oakling is just going to get death touched. Unless he feeds the Oakling. Okay, yeah, feed the Oakling. See what you get. Make a huge Kodama. The problem is now the Kodama is... Yeah, it's even an even bigger target. Now it's an 11-12, an even bigger target for the Leia. Living Willow, oh, 2-8. This is really unfortunate for seshoumara. Yeah, he almost should play nothing, I think, until the Leia is cleared. You can't even do that, though. Like, where are you going to... Because then, Leia... I keep... In my mind, I don't remember if I say Leia or Leia. Leia or Leia. But yeah, she could just go to left here and clear the Beastmaster, and then what do you do? Grove Caller can clear the Ancient Boar, and then what do you do? Oof. Yeah, just no good decision to make, I think, for seshoumara here. Doesn't want to put the Kodama out because it's an 11-12. He has a lot invested into that. He did clear the fairy there with his Beastmaster. Said, I don't really need you anymore. Yeah, pretty easy decision here for SuperBlizard. Clear that with the Grove Caller. Leia can clear out this 3-9 Living Willow. He has 14 Faria. Oh my goodness, he could play Taroom. Can he? No, he already used his ability to make a land. He can almost play Taroom. Oh my goodness. A 7-18 Taroom. I think we're going to see Taroom this game. Kodama comes out next turn. Yeah, Taroom clears Kodama. Yeah. That's funny. Oh, he might just play Theory and Golem this turn to double harvest here. Would he do that? Like, drop a forest here, drop a golem so you can pop. No? Oh, he couldn't make the forest, right. But he could have played here and harvested. That's fine. He wants to say, like, he doesn't want to put a 5-10 way back here and have to build the land. I think he's just going to drop to room next turn. That's what I think. And yeah, there is a Deepwood Stalker in this deck. I was wondering earlier when he was playing fairies. Lizard has been playing good, though, against the Stalker. He's been buffing his fairies just in case the Stalker came out. And there's the gigantic Kodama. Lizard knew it was something. He knew something in the hand was huge because of the Oakling. Okay, Stalker takes care of Leia. And there's a Shimmering Statue. It's not going to do much right now. Okay, it could happen. It could happen. Is it going to happen? Ooh, it's a wild Taroom. So how did he get this wild Taroom? It must have happened earlier when I wasn't watching. Would have been a Time of Legends? No, I'm not sure. Oh, I bet it was Seek Shelter. Right, that's why he has buffed health. Okay. Yeah, that's a pretty large Taroom. Grow Guardian. I mean, all these are nice. His Eridon, he did have an Eridon earlier, seshoumara. That's why everything is buffed. So he has really nice buff creatures. But that's a 7-18 Taroom. Just slamming the Kodama into Taroom. Not much else to do. Plays a Guardian, and that Guardian's going to be taunted for a turn here while it harvests. 2 Golems in Lizard's hand that he has not had an opportunity to play yet. Does he trigger the Taroom? I think you do. That's your goal here. Right? To deal with the Kodama. Fill the world with forest. Ooh, that's not quite enough. Not quite enough. Taroom will still perish. But that's really nice for his golems because he's going to need that 2 attack to deal with the Grove Guardian, for example. Yeah, I'm not sure why you would wait to do this. Oh, okay. He has a Grove Collar. Okay, that's why you would. Taroom over here, deal with the Grove Guardian. But what's his plan for dealing with the Kodama now? I guess he's just going to drop a Ethereum Golem next turn. This really makes him vulnerable to something like, well, a Deepwood Stalker. Kodama can just have a field day with whatever's out here. Yeah, I don't know about that. Of course, he didn't know that a Stalker was coming. But, and there are the forests. Of course, Seshoumara isn't unhappy about having forests everywhere. He did get the opportunity to make a land right here just in time before the world is filled with forests. Amazing, yep. And there's another Brennan's Presence for Lizard. The first thing he got off that, like I said, was a God Hunter. And that was before I had the stream going. Oh, there's a Chosen. Yeah, just going to trade off the Golem. Like, if he would have just traded in Taroom for this 11-3, played a Golem, it would have been a slower play. Played the Golem here. Saved the Embrace to trade off the Guardian. I don't know. It was strange to me the way that played out. He's going to take 11 damage. But Seshoumara only has 3 Feria, and he can't play either of his creatures. So that's his turn. He didn't harvest. If he would have harvested, he could have played either one of these. So he kind of he went really aggressive there. He really wanted to face. Okay, it looks like the stream is live now, so I think we're good. Once again, please, any issues you have watching or hearing, say something in chat, and I'll fix it in 10 minutes. Guaranteed. My name is Atmaz. You are watching the Khalim Seasonal Cup for 2019. This is the culmination of 3 months of ladder and tournament play in Feria. Best players in the game, pretty much. Oh, he did go for the draw there and got a Living Willow. So he's kind of lucky there. Something playable that he can harvest. Ooh, okay. There's actually lethal on board. Can this be dealt? Oh my goodness. Drawing that Living Willow gave him lethal. I cannot believe it. Oh my goodness. Wow. Okay, I did not expect the game to end on that turn. Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, if he had, it was exactly that card that would give him lethal, providing that Lizard had nothing to do with it, which he did not. Wow. Nuts. Okay, so Lizard's going to switch his deck here. His green deck is gone. He's got 2 red-yellow decks left, both with Garrodan. Update the score here. Man. If I were Lizard, I'd be pretty peeved because he probably saw the card draw, and then he saw that it was the last card in hand, and then he saw that it was played. Oh my goodness. Top deck, taunt. Okay, well, now this green deck has to go against Burn. And I'm trying to remember if I saw Runan's Guidance in Seshoumara's deck. I have to assume it's there, although I don't remember seeing it. Usually mono green is going to run guidance in tournament settings, but not always. Okay, Shade and Brute is out for Lizard. Going off to the right. The old burn path, I guess you could call it. Going from here to here. Looking for your columns training. And such and such. Seshoumara opening very similar to last game. Well, no, actually he's taking a side, I think. Yeah, he's not going to go right. Getting his Beastmaster down, his early Beastmaster. Okay. There's a Fanatic. All he's missing is the training. Dropping a Grimguard too. Okay. Not sure why you dropped that early. I guess... I mean, to replace the Brute, and you can't play it on a mountain because it's a desert. Like, I don't think we'll see this go left with a training or anything like that. See if I can do something fancy here real quick and show you the brackets while Seshoumara makes his move. Yeah, here we go. Since I didn't get to do a proper introduction, here we are, right here. SuperBLizard versus Seshoumara. And these are all best of 5 matchups, all the way to the grand finals with a 3rd place match. Boy, that was fancy. Okay, Seshoumara dropping a Willow, it looks like. Backing up, backing his Beastmaster up, putting a taunt in front of it. Putting a taunt in the back of it, and putting the boar in front of it. Okay. Both buffed up by the Beastmaster. 5 health. There's the training. Oh, wow, what a perfect... Man, that came out really nice for Lizard. So we could play a second desert here, training the Brute. Move him over, harvest, and then Fanatic him over to... I guess you would hit the Living Willow at this point. Otherwise, you could go shoop, shoop, and clear the Beastmaster. That might be nice. You'd still harvest. You just harvest over here instead of here. But doing this puts you in range of the boar. Otherwise, this 5 damage. Okay, completely different plan here. Okay, using the Grimguard. So I was wondering why he put this here. I wonder if he was thinking about something like this. But he moved the Grimguard up because he can get that in position away from the Beastmaster and the boar, and just deal with the Willow. He's fine with 2 damage pinging his Grimguard. He'd love that. But he doesn't really want either of these to be hitting his creatures. Green, of course, is going to be much more buff than the red yellow burn deck in general. Speaking of which, there's a 6/7. So to deal with that, there really is nothing yet. Scourge Flame, it's not out for a couple turns, and even then, you'd have to use all of these. Yeah, he's just gonna have to, at this point, have to put out some bodies, get up to Scourge Flame area, the Scourge Flame threshold. Yeah, it was looking good. Like SuperbLizard was probably feeling pretty good about things for a while there, right until the Grove Guardian showed up. And doing 7 damage is going to be a difficult task. He played a 3rd Desert there, so that's getting ready for Scourge Flame. You know, his Herald, if he plays it, has to be played in the back. Doesn't even bother. Next turn he can play Scourge Flame. So, I assume we're going to see the Grove Guardian clear the Grimguard. Actually, we could say it's step forward and clear the Brute at this point. But look at this. 3, 3, and 3. This is 7, so he's going to need a follow-up to... Like, he's going to have to sacrifice 2 creatures into the Grove Guardian and then Cypher's Wrath. So, hugely in Seshoumara's favor there, that trade. Okay, I'm not going to move forward. Just going to clear off the Grimguard down to 13. Keep in mind this is a burn deck, so... And I still haven't seen a Ruden's Guidance in Seshoumara's hand. I have not seen it in 2 games, I think. But I could be wrong. Okay, the second Grimguard is here. There's Scourge Flame, and with the... Yeah, after he clears with the Cypher's Wrath. There's the Scourge Flame into the face. That's 5 damage. Brute moving up. This is 2 damage representing. So 5 on board at least. I think this is SuperbLizard's game. Really, unless Seshoumara has draws into some healing, like very quickly. Because he has plenty of fairy to spend. He has a dominating board presence. Plenty of cards in hand. Plenty of land. He's just lacking the health right now, which is kind of the problem you run into against burn decks. So, it's draw Ruden's Guidance or lose, I think. Ancient Boar's not going to do it. You know, it's not going to be next turn he's going to lose, but he's going to 1 health next turn, probably. Maybe even less if Lizard draws... I can't think of what he would be able to draw. Whoa. Okay. Okay, he fed his Living Willow. Doesn't want to give out free pings. Had the Grove Guardian in hand. So that can take over as Taunter. It will be up to 6 damage thanks to the Beastmaster. Okay, second boar, going aggressive with that one, it looks like. He has more golems to play. He basically has 1 turn to live, is what he's thinking. Theron Golem comes out, that's another 6 damage. So he's got 10 next to face. There's a Flash Wind. He can move the Grove Guardian away, right? If he makes land. Or he can... Is there multiple ways to win here? I think there's multiple ways. No, there's the Flash Wind. There's the hit in the face. And GG. Yep. That was the card he could draw to make that happen. Flash Wind. Alright, well done. That was game 2. We're on to game 3 in this best of 5. You will need 3 wins. We're tied up now. I'll update these scores, which I'm probably going to forget to do at some point. And my neighbor just texted me letting me know that I can borrow his lawnmower. So that's good news. Okay. Had a bit of a rough start this morning with the stream, but I think everything is going smoothly now. I see people talking in chat. So I think after this game I can put out some tweets and such. Thank you for joining us on this Saturday for some nice wholesome Faria. I love this map background. Look, there's little Ulani. There's lots of detail. There's a little Rakoan down there in the cage. There's a bunch of Rakoans down in the cages. This was, of course, from the Fall of Everlife expansion. Okay, enough about that. Lizard, keeping his burn deck, of course. Seshoumara has swapped to a red... Ooh, Blood Obelisk. Okay. Yeah, this is basically a red burn deck. It's just a red burn deck. I don't think he's going to have any yellow. He's just going to burn them down with straight up red, which is something you totally can do. People tend to favor the red-yellow burn, but you can do it with just red. Yeah, it's been a while since I've seen a Blood Obelisk. I do have a bit of a cold. I apologize for the sniffling. So Garrett in hand for Lizard early on. That's always nice. Seshoumara. It's the old Seshoumara Open. Left and right. I say that when it's only 2 out of 3 games where he's got left and right. But I think he favors decks that do this. That like to do this. He just didn't do it last game because of this red-yellow line that's coming up. But this time he can fight him because he actually wants to fight with his burn units here. Ooh, Ground Shaker. Ground Shaker's nice. It's better than Grimguard for him on this side. I want to see this Blood Obelisk get going. Remember, Blood Obelisk has to be in combat. It used to not be. And it was OP. But it has to be in combat if the creature dies, or else it doesn't work. So here comes the Obelisk, I think. So if he wants the Grimguard to get the Obelisk trigger, he has to Cypher's Wrath before the combat, which is a silly move, of course. So, okay, just Ground Shaker, and then Blood Obelisk, because sure, why not? Even though we know next turn, during Lizard's turn, there's going to be no enemy creature dying in combat. Or will there be? I mean, he would have to attack the Ground Shaker. He would have to Khalim's Training and move into the Ground Shaker. No, he can't even get there because he can't Flash Wind. Yeah. Right. So I don't think you need to play the Obelisk there. I mean, it's a small thing. Okay, Mega Seshoumara. Yeah, Flameburst, Cypher's Wrath. Just a good old nostalgic red burn deck is what we're seeing. Now this Flameburst, if it clears either of these heralds, you know, Blood Obelisk isn't going to do anything for you. Emperor Command will allow him to trade with the Grimguard. I'm focusing a lot on the Blood Obelisk, but, you know, just because it's, you don't see it very often. It's really not that big of a deal that you get the combat trade every time. But he has the opportunity to do it here, so I think you just do it. Is he considering Cypher's Wrathing instead? I think you have to save the Wrath, because you need the damage from it. You know Lizard isn't going to heal, and Lizard knows that Seshoumara isn't going to heal. Okay, so he uses the Wrath. I thought you would say that, though, because you wanted the burn damage. There goes the Obelisk. You could have used the command there. Oh, he wants the command. Oh, I'm wrong. So, yeah, he is saving that for the heal. So SuperbLizard would be wrong if he's assuming that he wouldn't be healing. I'm the one making the assumptions here. But yeah, saving that for the heals. Using up that Cypher's Wrath kind of hurts, but worth in the end, I think. Meanwhile, Lizard has so much Feria and nothing to do with it yet. He has the Gyaradan, but he's hanging on to it. The Brute got buffed there from the Herald of Wars that were in combat. There's the second Blood Obelisk. Okay. Yeah, nothing really in hand for seshoumara. 14 health left for SuperbLizard. You could draw here, or you can move forward and make an aggressive land. Ooh, I think... No, ooh. I think he should have moved here and made it a land here. Rather than here. I don't know. Seems like it would have been better in the long run. Like, you're not really afraid... Like, something's just going to Khalim's training and fly over here anyway. Or a Scourge Flame. But, I don't know. Small thing. I'm surprised he didn't move over here and then make a land and then set up for double harvesting, right? He'd actually be quad harvesting at that point. He might actually move backwards here, it looks like. Preemptively playing these Blood Obelisks, I just don't... Oh, okay, okay. That makes sense. That would make sense why he made that land there. To be a guard from Khalim's training, Flashwind. Okay. Alright. That makes sense why he didn't do that then. Makes perfect sense. Did not want to take 7 damage to face. So heads up play there. From seshoumara. Gyaradan's been in hand all game for Lizard. But he just can't find a use for him. He would clear one thing this turn. He could still Khalim's training and Flashwind and just hit the obelisk and do 2 damage. Oh, there's the first Scourge Flame. Okay, so now he's happy. That's what he wanted. He was looking for that. Completely different line. Going around the left side here, far away from the Ground Shaker. Clearing out the Bloodsinger. Doing 2 damage. Double harvesting in the process. Here comes Gyaradan. He is going to play it, I think. Get rid of the Grimguard. 3 damage on the Ground Shaker. Flame Burst can clear it off next turn. In the meantime, what is seshoumara left with? 2 Blood Obelisks and a weak Ground Shaker versus this burn deck. He does have a heal in hand. He does have more health than Lizard. So he's winning the health race, but that's quickly about to change. 7 Feria. Grimguard can come down. That's pretty much it this turn. He hasn't drawn yet, of course. But he doesn't have any forward mountains over here. Yeah, kind of deciding what to do. He can basically either make a forward mountain and drop his... Yeah, but where would you put the Grimguard? You know, there's really no effect. If he put it here, it would just be like stalling the Brute. Bloodsinger, yeah, nothing beefy. The draws are not in seshoumara's side right now. As they were earlier. with his Living Willow draw. Okay, he is going to use the command in a non-healing way. For non-healing purposes. Flame Burst coming out for the Ground Shaker. Yep. Only 3 Fairy left. Can't Scourge Flame this turn. Quad Harvest there from Superb. From the Lizard Man. Getting all 4 Fairy. Saving up for Scourge Flame. 2 Cypher's Wrath in hand. Ooh, the 3rd Blood Obelisk. Well, unfortunately, if you play 3 Blood Obelisks, if you have 3 out in the field, nothing special happens. But I feel like something should. They should, like, send a beam across to each other. That'd be nice. Scourge Flame is playable this turn. He can't hit face with it this turn. Wow. The board is Lizard's oyster at this point. There might even be... No, there's no lethal. Yeah, hitting the Blood Obelisk, pretty clear. Oh, he has the Fanatic. It's not so clear, is it? Oh, can he hit with all 3 of these things? Yeah. Okay, clearing with the Scourge Flame. Oh, I thought he was going to Fanatic over. Okay, sure. Either way, board is cleared and tons of damage without the Seshoumara. And what does he have to come back from that? A couple of Cypher's Wraths? A Bloodsinger? That's not going to do it. Yeah, I think this is Lizard's game. I think we're going to see 2-1. I really do commend Seshoumara for playing Red Burn, though. You don't see a lot of people doing that. And it's a different way of playing a burn deck that is, I think, pretty fun. Problem is, it's hard to keep pace with the red-yellow burn. And that's why people tend to favor red-yellow burn over red burn. Especially in tournaments. So we have 5. He's saying well played. That's 5, 8. Does he have the Faria? Okay. I think that was lethal somewhere in there. The Warlord. Okay. Lizard is up 2 games. I'll update that in a second. Continuing using the same red yellow. By the way, his other deck is red yellow as well. If this one were to lose. Going to a blue deck in the Seshoumara. That's interesting. Okay. Let's get this score updated, huh? Okay. One more for SuperbLizard, and he moves on. We'll take a look at the brackets real quick. This is a blue deck from Seshoumara. Gabriel Archon, Commander, Tower. Nice. But yeah, taking a quick look here. Let's refresh them as well. We'll get back to the game in a second. Jory actually will play the winner of this matchup. Double Commander opening from Seshoumara. That's really nice. Even has a Sunken Tower in hand for some shenanigans if he wants to. And does he draw? Okay, man, that would have been huge if he drew a 7-cost card. He could have played the Tower. Oh, he drew it, but it's too late, I think. No, maybe not, because you can move. Oh, he's not going to do it, though, I think. Right, because you can play a Tower now. Move this down. Clear the Grimguard. Oh, you can still... You can move his land forward. Which, I don't know if you want to do that. I guess it takes away his harvesting land? Okay, yeah, he's not going to do that. I thought he would do the trick there, clear the guard before anything crazy happened. Good draw for Seshoumara there, getting that 7 cost. Just hanging back, making a desert. Lizard's in an awkward spot versus this blue deck. What an opener for Seshoumara, really nice. Frogify in this deck as well, really good for Scourge Flames. Yeah, I think you just take the 2 damage here. I don't see why not. That's all you're worried about versus burn deck is how much damage you're going to take. How much longer can you last? Okay, I think he's considering using the Warden here to keep his commander at 3 health, which is safe from things like Cypher's Wrath and Ground Shakers, but I don't think Lizard runs Ground Shakers in this deck. Sunken Tower. Moving his land forward. I think this is just to get aggressive lands. That's the only purpose of that. Yep. Make a nice Archon. Still needs to clear. Still needs to clear with the Grimguard. Here we go. Yeah. That's 8 damage already next to Lizard's face. He has 11 Feria. Spectre is 3 turns away from being played. Just a Flame Breast in hand. This is not looking good. Not looking good for Lizard. Man, just passes his turn again. He's going to go for a blowout turn to win the game. But meanwhile, he's taking lots of damage. This is 8 damage on face. I assume we're going to see another lake here. We could even see Double Prairie and then Ninja Toad come out. So that'd be 11 damage. That makes that puts lethal on board, basically. Yeah, I think you do that. Just make 2 basic lands. Jump a Warrior over. Ninja Toad over. I guess maybe he's thinking Garrodan, because he knows Garrodan's in the deck. You may or may not hear some dogs in the background. Don't worry, they're okay. Yep, we do see the double basic Ninja Toad play. Okay, just moving. Oh, that's actually significant. Kind of, sort of. Oh, we didn't play the Ninja Toad. Well, it's still lethal on board. Because he moved the commander up here. But now that happens. If he just played the Ninja Toad, it would have been multiple things that Lizard would have had to remove. Yeah, he's lacking by 1. Could have had lethal with the Toad, man. Of course, you never know. We can see all the cards. Alright, 1 health for Lizard. Next turn is game for him that ties it up to 2-2 if it happens. He's got 1 shot. Do not miss your chance. Don't blow. This opportunity. Warden coming out. Oh, he moved another land. Is that what happened? Okay, what do you got, Lizard? Not looking too good. Yeah, just gonna hit face, have some fun. Get into 11. Well played. Seshoumara has lethal, and he's not. Oh, is he doing BM? You gotta worry about your turn clock there. I guess there's only 1 game left. Now, that was uncalled for, Seshoumara. Nobody needed to see that. Okay. This is it. Match point. There we are, 2-2. Have to deal with some tournament things. Bear with me 1 second. Okay, I'm back, and I missed it. 2 Flamesilk Fairies from Lizard. You do not see this every day, and he draws the event. Oh my goodness, 2/4 Flamesilk Fairies. Really heads up move there, though, from the Sunken Tower, from Seshoumara. To move that out of the way. These are ranged. Man, so rarely do you see Flamesilk Fairies. Look at this Airbot. What kind of deck is this? I don't know, but I like it. Sunken Tower does get hit. And cleared off. Cleared off the commander with the Flame Burst. Now he can move the Flamesilk Fairy. Oh my goodness, Flamesilk Fairies are real and they're here. And they're really annoying to deal with once they're established. Oh, he can't move it because he attacked, that's right. But once they're established and they're on their wells, what do? Well, you play outside of their range, but it's just really annoying. Man, what an opener for Lizard. That was awesome. Okay, back in the Lizard's turn. Airbot is ready to go. With a Soul Drain, he could clear off. Mr. Triton Warrior there. Wow. The plays these guys do always surprise me. Like, I'm thinking, okay, go to left here and get your harvesting in. But no. Face pressure. That's what Lizard wants, is face pressure. So we'll see if that pays off for him. Remember, he could have had 5 Fairy, then possibly 6. Likely 6. So up to 9 for next turn. But he doesn't have a lot of things to spend it on, so. And because it's over here, that allows the Archon to be put in position for double harvesting. Oh, whoa, did he just make a mistake? A huge one? This is why it's so annoying to play against Flamesilk Fairies. Oh, this is a huge mistake. Oh, no, he just realized it, I think. Or maybe he has a different plan. That is rough. It's so annoying to play against Flamesilk Fairies. Just give him a free Archon, basically. Yeah, that was a mistake. Because if you were going to use him as a chump blocker, you'd play him here to stop the face damage. Cannon Carrier shot a mecha up onto opponent's land. Man, Lizard is really happy right now after what just happened. Oof. That hurts. That hurts. That's what the kids would call a yike. 1 or 2 yikes. To come back from this is going to be really tough. He can put a commander down. That'll probably fall victim to the mecha. Or actually, anywhere he has to make a land to put anything outside of the range of Flamesilk Fairies. So it'd have to be, he could do one here, which is fine, he wants it to trade. But if he puts it here, the Canigare can move over. Ooh, this is tough. I mean, you can make it here, but this, yeah. Sunken Tower. Well played. I think he's just going to scoop it up. Ooh, man, really unfortunate.